in church does not mean the person is Christian. This is a mistake a lot of people make. You are not marrying a venue, you are marrying a person. I met a guy when I was single. This guy will send me books. In fact, he was my morning devotion. I wake up to his messages. You know what, Anwinli, you need to read so and so. Make sure we finish the book of Acts. But there was no act of Christianity with him. Make sure you read the book of Acts. You need to read this book. In fact, he will get me books as gift. Like he was something else. I was like, wow, I've seen the Christian guy. So there was one day, because I came from a broken home, my parents are separated, so I was very intentional about who I chose as a right partner. I was very, very intentional because you see, sometimes where you're coming from, you can make the same mistake if you're not intentional. It's not about deliverance. Somebody can deliver you, but if you're not intentional, you can repeat patterns. I told myself I'll be so intentional about who I choose. I will hear God very well. Hearing God is not cliche, it's a lifestyle. So this guy, he will send me scriptures and all. I told myself I will not be carried away. Because when you are too casual, you become a casualty in marriage. So I was there, I will pray. Every guy that came my way, I will surrender the name to God. Even to my husband, that was my friend. I didn't say, hey, he's my friend, because not all friends are marriageable for you. Can be your friend, but the friendship should not be shifted to marriageship. So that's why I prayed this guy, and I started seeing things about him. One day, out of the blues, I called him. I said, hello, I called him. I said, hi. Please, I don't know why I'm saying this. Are you with another lady? You know when you're not expecting a question? You know the Spirit of God makes you bear witness on inside you. That even you sometimes, when you ask questions, you cannot understand why you're asking the questions. You're asking because the Spirit controls you. And so I put my mouth and said, are you with someone? The guy was shocked. You know when you're not expecting something out of the blues? He said, confessing. Not once. One time I went to visit him. I saw a picture frame and I asked him questions straight up. I saw so many things, so many right signs that if it was by observation alone, I would never have known because he ticked the list. Everything, almost everything I needed in a guy, I could see him displayed. Some people can display until they get your heart. You have too many counterfeits that look like original. I realized from there that just because you meet the person in church does not mean the person is Christian. This is a mistake a lot of people make. You are not marrying a venue, you are marrying a person. A lot of singles make that mistake a lot. Hey, I found the person in church. I'm not saying finding the person in church is bad. I found my husband in church. But look beyond church and find out, decide who is this person. It can be your fellow chorister in your department. Does not mean that the person is Christian. If I had gone with, he sends me scriptures. Maybe someone asked me, why are you going to say yes to the guy? I'm like, he sends me scriptures. Nobody has sent me such books like this. Give me books, Christian books. Can gift you Christian books and not have Christianity. But thank God for the Holy Spirit that quickens our spirits to see. I prayed through and I found out that he was not the person. He was terrible. He had terrible attitude. What if I did not allow the Spirit of God become my government? What if I didn't allow the Spirit of God control me? What if I was not careful enough to surrender this name, this kind of people to God? I would have made a mistake. Many people do not pick signals because they are not careful. They don't have a relationship with the Holy Spirit. You can't dwell in the secret place of the Most High and He will not reveal secrets about someone to you. It was not possible. It's just because you have depended so much on flesh, and flesh is failing you. Many singles have experienced heartbreak that you should not experience. You have broken your hearts how many times? You can't even count this year. But yet, there is a God that does not break hearts. You have refused to depend on Him. Why? Because you want to always use your emotions to decide and not discernment. Discernment will decide, not your emotions.